Hello, I'm PAWAN LUTHRA, and I'm here with Steve Waugh, the former Australian cricket captain and a legend of the game, at Manjits' launch of the Tandoor of Secrets. Today, we're not going to talk about cricket to Steve, we're not going to talk about world politics, but we're going to talk about food and what Steve Waugh loves about curries. Steve, we're here at the launch of a book by Manjits, The Secret of the Tandoor. Let's talk about your Indian cuisine experiences. You grew up in Bankstown. Tell me, what was your first experience with Indian food?
I don't think I had an Indian experience until I toured India with the Australian side. So as a 20-year-old, I went to India. That was my first taste of Indian food because before that was pretty simple. Chinese food was about as expansive as I went. So going to India was a bit of a culture shock and a shock to my taste buds.
And what was the experience of the first dish? Do you remember what you ate?
It was probably tandoori chicken because that was pretty mild. Anything spicier than that was too much for me to handle it initially.
Now you're talking about tours. Now there was always the famous incidents of baked beans and Indian food and so on. Do you think the Australian players did well when they had baked beans or when they had the traditional Indian food and became a
I think you're talking about Shane Warne in that instance. The guys, their taste buds have matured recently and they love Indian food. So any of the current side have been in India so many times. They have no problem eating any type of Indian food. They like the spices, they like the flavours, and so the baked beans are drawn.
It's terrific. Now, we heard about Scott Morrison, curry nights, and all the cooking he did for his family. Yes. Do we have Steve Waugh's curry nights for his family who would love Indian food?
I do try the odd curry, so I'll definitely have a look at Manjits, The Secrets of the Tandoor, and get some recipes from that and put those in places. I enjoy cooking, but Indian food is not something I've cooked a lot of, but I'll definitely try it.
We've had the food discussion. The ICC T20 is about to kick off. When I spoke to you last time, about a couple of years ago, India was about to tour Australia, and you were the first man who said this should be closer than what most people think, and in fact, India did extremely well.
Sure.
ICC T20 coming up, what do you think?
I really have no idea who's going to win. I don't think anyone can say with any sort of authority that someone's going to win because it's so close. I like the way that the so-called minor countries have played it so far. Netherlands have played really well. A great win the other day from just trying to think of one. Initially, Namibia was fantastic. So they're really great results for cricket. So I'm not sure who's going to win. Australia will be there somewhere. India will be out there. Pakistan,
Cam Green
England.
Out of the Australian team. Do you think that's a big omission?
Well, looking back now, it is for sure. Yeah, he should be in the squad.
Right. Coming back to the Indian cuisine, so what's that one Indian spice which is in your pantry?
Oh, look, my favourite Indian dish, I think, is like a tandoori spice sort of fish. I love the fish. Nicely cooked, not overcooked, and that sort of tandoori flavour. That'll live me.
Lovely. Steve Waugh, thank you very much. Good to meet you at the launch of this book, and all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.